Melissa, I'm going to just shoot this quick video for you because I know we're having a hard time connecting. So tomorrow morning, you're going to get up, if that's when you're starting. First thing you're going to do is get up in the morning, weigh yourself, take a picture of your feet on the scale, send that to me. Make sure you get before pictures today, a couple different outfits, kind of form-fitting, because those are going to be your before pictures that we're going to compare to as you go through your journey. They're for you, they're not for anybody else unless we together talk about that and it's something that you want to share. So it's just for you. So measure everything you want to track. Your neck if you want to, your arms, your bust line, your waistline, your tummy, your hips, your thighs, your calves. If you want to measure that, the more things you measure, the more things that you can keep track of losing. Okay. You're going to eat within the first hour of waking up, and half hour or an hour. Any of the things that came in your box are fine to eat. You're going to have 5 of them a day and then 1 lean and green. And I'm going to send you texts in the morning, and then we're going to connect for like 5 to 7 minutes each night for the first 4 nights, just to make sure that you are in a strong fat burn and that you kind of get through any hiccups that you might have, because this is all new, right? Even though your mom's done it. So let me share my screen really quick, and I'm going to go over the Optivia guide, which is the little spiral notebook. So, and this is page 16, this color picture. Here's the lean and green. This is the blueprint for the meal that you are going to make. You're going to have the lean and green, which is protein and veggies, the healthy fat. And then if you use the PDF, then you can store onto your iPhone or wherever you store it if you have an Android. For iPhone, it will store in books. This is the vegetable information sheet. So if you want meatless options, they're all in here. If you wanted to have a cheeseburger, you could figure that out by using cheese from the vegetarian and then the burger, like 3.5 ounces of burger meat, and then like 1 ounce of cheese would be the lean one with no healthy fats, which I'll explain. Here you go. These are the lean categories. There's 3. There's lean, leaner, and leanest. 5 ounces, 6 ounces, 7 ounces. No healthy fat servings, 1 healthy fat servings, 2 healthy fat servings. These are after cooked weights. Okay, so if you're going to get something that's going to be 7 ounces, you're probably going to want to go more like 9 ounces to cook it down to 7 ounces. Measure everything. This has 2 healthy fats. The healthy fat servings are on this page right here. And so like you would add 2 healthy fats, like you could do 1.5 ounces of avocado is 1 healthy fat. If you were in the 7 ounce category, you're going to have 2 of any of these. Measure everything. For me, the 1.5 ounces of avocado, I always ask Alexa, how many grams? I measure everything in grams. How many grams is 1.5 ounces of avocado? I think she tells me 65. Don't quote me on that. But I always do it in grams because I always get more when I weigh it in grams. If you're having chicken breast, it's a 6 ounce portion right here, which means you need 1 healthy fat serving. If you're having, say, salmon right here, it's no healthy fat serving. So you wouldn't have any of these. This would be a giant X. Okay. The green portion, that is your veggie. Down here, here's the veggies that you're not going to be eating during the first initial part of the 5 and 1. Carrots, corn, peas, potatoes, onions, edamame, and Brussels sprouts. A lot of people are really surprised and disappointed about the Brussels sprouts, but this is just temporary, right? As you get through your weight loss. It's going to be 3 servings on the green option. 1 serving equals a 1/2 cup unless otherwise specified. The otherwise specified is talking about this category right here, which is 1 cup. And if you look at these are mainly lettuces. So if you're having lettuce, then you're going to be 1 cup. The lettuces, everything is different weights though. So like, I think the iceberg, we have that a lot. I think it's 74 grams is 1 serving, where for romaine, I think it's like 64. Okay. So definitely check that on the vegetable conversion chart. For that vegetable conversion chart should be in one of the texts that you got. It's also in Discovering Health or your client support group. Just check the guides, or even just use the search bar on the side and just put in vegetable conversion chart and you will find it. If you still can't find it, please message me or message your coach. You know, I know I'm kind of doing this like a regular video for everybody. Okay, then here's a half a cup. So say that you wanted lettuce, but you want a cucumber and tomato, which is down here, I think somewhere. Anyways, you could do a quarter cup of cucumber and a quarter cup of tomato to make one half a cup. Okay, you can do it whatever you want. So whatever way you want, as long as it equals 3 servings. On the vegetable conversion chart, you'll also see, like, if it's broccoli, it'll give you a measurement for, is it frozen broccoli or cooked from frozen? Is it cooked from fresh? Is it raw? There's different weights for each one of those. So you definitely want to go there and measure all those out. It's a great habit. 6.5 years in, I still measure everything because it's just a good habit, because our eyes are sometimes bigger than our stomach. And the portions are going to be really huge, you guys, really just huge. Extra optional snack. This is optional. You do not have to have one. I tell my clients there might be a time in the day, because you're eating every 3 hours, set some phone alarms so that you eat every 3 hours. There might be a time when that 3 hours just seems like extra hard, and that's a great place to have an optional snack. Okay, if there's a pattern and you go, okay, this is where I'm going to keep that. First day is usually a breeze. Second days usually not too bad. The first 4 days, why we stay connected, is because one of those days might be really hard, but don't give up, okay? Because that's normal for it to be hard. This is a brand new thing that you're doing, so don't worry about that. Here's some suggestions. Sugar-free gum and mints, those are condiments. So, sorry, optional snacks. So make sure that you count those as an optional snack. Decide if you want gum to be your optional snack. 2 dill pickle spears are great for satiating you. When you're drinking a lot of water, like we're encouraging, you're going to pee a lot. The dill pickle spears and the pickle juice in the dill pickles are going to help with the electrolytes, like just replenishing the salts in your body. I always recommend those if you like dill pickles, but you can have any of these. The nuts, be mindful that they're rich in healthy fat, and so limit those, maybe 1 or 2. And if you are going to have nuts, then I suggest the snack bags, measuring them out and only bringing with you what the snack is, because it's so easy to just reach back in that bag and that'll throw you off. Flavors of Home is not probably in your first program. This is lean and green option that's already measured out for you. Doesn't have to be refrigerated. It's great for traveling. It's great for if you're going to be by yourself and you don't want to have to shop at the store. I think they end up running somewhere around, I don't know, $4.50 a piece. They come in 7, but you don't have to think about it, and they're good. Optional condiments, you get 3 of these. Examples are like the herbs and spices and sauces, ketchup, barbecue sauce. There's a list in the healthy fats up here. Again, I'll show you right again. This list right here, you can either find, if you want the downloaded by itself, you can do that. If you use this list as a PDF, you can click right through that and it will actually take you to the condiment list, which you can get name brands of barbecue sauces and salad dressing, all that in there. That will help you when you're at the store. And like I said, if you download them on your books, then you always have them with you everywhere you go, okay? They're optional, you don't have to have them. Half a teaspoon, I always, again, ask Alexa how many grams in like a half a teaspoon of salt. She'll tell me. And I can just kind of sprinkle here and there as long as my plate is on there until I get to that half a teaspoon in grams. And I know I'm fine for 1 condiment, okay? And 1 cup of refrigerated unsweetened original or unsweetened vanilla almond milk or cashew milk is a condiment. If you want to use that for your cereal, you're probably not using 8 ounces. So that's a lot. You can use that also for your coffee. If you have coffee, particularly for me, I have to make 1 condiment for 2 cups of coffee. I use 1 tablespoon, which I split between 2 cups, which is like 5 to 7 milliliters, because 30 milliliters is 2 tablespoons. And then I split 4 ounces between 2 cups of coffee of unsweetened almond milk. which makes another half a condiment. So that's 2 halves together equal 1 condiment. That's what I do for my coffee. If you like flavor in your coffee. If you don't drink coffee, don't worry about it. Transition, this is what transition is going to look like once you reach your goal weight. You're going to start adding in some veggies. The next week, you're going to take one fueling away, add those same veggies, add some fruit. The next week, you're going to add in some dairy. And then the next week, you're going to minus another fueling, 1 lean and green. And then you're going to do all those things up here, plus you're going to add grain. Okay. So we take you all the way through. So don't just stop and not transition, because that's where people end up gaining their weight back. They don't transition properly. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is this page. Make sure you stay connected to your Optavia coach. This is page 26. The habits of health system is very important. This is where you're going to change your mindset, rewrite your story. You're going to take the unhealthy foundation that will be underneath your healthy house that you're building, and you're going to pull it out brick by brick and layer down new healthy habits, building a strong, healthy foundation under your healthy house. So when the wind blows, earthquakes, and everything shakes, your house does not fall like it has in the past. If you don't work on the foundation, your healthy house will fall in about 2 years. That's what happens. People gain their weight back within 2 years because they didn't conquer the real problem, which is the foundation and the habits. So get into your habits of health book this week, work on the introduction and element 1. Just designate 5 or 10 minutes a day for that. These 26 elements in your life book should take you a full year. That's 52 weeks, right? A full year. So this is no rush. Each element is at your own pace. Don't move to the next element until you're happy with the element that you're in and you feel comfortable moving on. This is your journey. There's no rush. Okay. The other thing is I want you to do is text Optivia 30 to 99,000. That's going to give you 30 days of healthy tips. It's also going to give you a live link to this next thing, which is the Habits of Health community call, which is the Habits of Health webinar. That's on Wednesday nights at 5:30 p.m. PST, 8:30 p.m. EST. And if you text this one a day before you start, then by the Wednesday, you'll have that link to this community call. And then to try out lean and greens, I want you to do the Pinterest page, Optivia, lots of great recipes. However, your first week, I would really keep the lean and green as simple as possible. And if you want to add in a recipe, go ahead, but the more simple, the better as you get on your journey. When you get your box of fuelings, I'm going to encourage you to divide it into 30 bags with 5 in each. That way, everything's at grab and go. You kind of place what you want in each day. If you come across a feeling that you're not fond of, move that bag to the back of the packing order and work on a different bag. Your taste buds will change in the first week. That's normal. And then you'll taste something, you'll be like, I don't understand why I didn't like it. It's fine. Okay. And then if you still don't like it, you just don't put it on your next order, but you'll learn how to update your order in one of the texts that your coach sent you. Also, please bring 1 bag to your car of non-meltable fuelings so that if you ever run out of the house and you forget your fuelings, you have a bag in the car. Also, if you have a place of work that you can keep a bag there, because there might be a day you run out of the house and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't believe I even have my head. I forgot everything, including my bag of food. So that you'll have a resource at work to take care of that. Another thing is you about a week into your order with the extended shipping times, you're going to get an email that says that your order is going to process in 7 days. I'm going to encourage you, if you're still watching this during the extended shipping times, to go ahead and place your order at that time so that you do not get in this amazing fat burn. And then all of a sudden you have this huge gap in between waiting for your fuelings to get there and just like, I don't know what to do. I don't want it to figure out. And then you fall out of fat burn. Okay. So if it is still at the 15 to 19 day shipping time, you haven't spent any more money. You just haven't got your program yet. Right. So it's the same amount of money. Just encourage you to do that so that you get in, you stay in that rhythm. This is all about staying in a rhythm and working without any gaps, right? This isn't about perfection, but let's stay steady so that you can reach your goals at the quickest time possible. Your first week, your habit is water. That is on page 28. There's some tips on here for your first week. There is also a 1 week journal on here, and you can go ahead and put your why down here, how you're feeling. You'll want to look back at that later and go, oh my gosh, I've done so good, right? Mark your water here, write your what you're eating here on your examples. Also in those bags, I reminded you to set those alarms for every 3 hours. You can take a Sharpie and write the times on the bag, on the fuelings that are in the bag each day. Also for the first week, I would take all the wrappings from your fuelings and put them back into your bag until you understand and kind of get in this rhythm, because you will forget if you ate, because I know that from experience. And that is about all I have for you. If I'm your coach, will be contacting you within the first 4 days just to check in, see how things went. Please take a picture of your lean and green and send it to me. I can look at that and pretty much tell you if I think that you need to remeasure or if something looks a little bit off. That way we get you in that strong fat burn. If you have a headache, go ahead and take Advil. That's normal. And so here's what your body's doing the first 4 days, okay? You have free carbs the first day. You have 3 days of glycogen. That's your body's fat store. That's above your fat stores. That's what your body runs on. Your body may freak out and say, oh my gosh, I can't do this, okay? That's normal, okay? Like a roller coaster, right? You're going up on that very first hill. It's tick, 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 tick. As you get towards the top, man, it's hard to get that roller coaster up that hill, right? But once you hit the pinnacle point and you go over, shoo, it's all downhill from there, okay? So the first 3 days, 1 day of free carbs, 3 days of glycogen. When you hit through the glycogen, then you tap into your fat burn, your fat stores. That is the pinnacle point. So if you relapse, you're gonna come back down the hill and you're gonna have to still climb that hill. So talk to your coach, get in the community, do whatever you have to do. If it's late, if it's 7 o'clock at night and you're really fighting it, just go to bed. Just go to bed. That's all I can say. Drink that water, stay connected with your coach. You will get through this. This program, once you get through that fat burn, it's gold. It's just gold, you guys. Just gold, gold, gold. If you have any questions about this, please let the person who sent you this video know, so that we can get you going, answer any of your questions. And again, stay connected in the community and talk to your coach the first 4 days, and then you'll meet up with your coach for like 5 or 7 minutes once a week. Just kind of go over and strategize for the next week, find out where you're at in your life book, and make sure you're still on the trajectory to hit your goals. I hope that was helpful. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again for hopping on. Bye.